Hey, I'm Dave.
Hey, it's JP.
And I am CageMage.
So after a very exhausting but enjoyable PAX, we are back to our Smash discussion. I guess before we get into the picks, yeah, there's a bloody menu pick. Before we get into that, did you guys want to talk a bit about playing the Smash Wii U demo at PAX? I guess it's like an old demo, but I don't know about you guys, but that's the first time I've got to play the Wii U version at all, because obviously it wasn't in Adelaide. When we got Comic-Con in Adelaide, we didn't get the Smash Wii U demo, so yeah. Did you guys have anything new to talk about with that?
It was the first time for me playing it as well.
Okay, yeah.
And I really loved it. So I had not actually seen some of the levels playing on the Wii U version, so I checked that out. I didn't want to stand in line too many times. I went back maybe once to play it again, but yeah, after playing so much of the 3DS version, I pretty much understand what the game is going to be. It's just going to be a prettier version of that. So it's like, well, I didn't really need to get too much of a feel for it.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely was nicer to hold a GameCube controller again.
Definitely.
Yeah, I only had the 2 goes like yourself. I wish some of my mains, actually pretty much all of my mains, weren't in there to...
Yeah, no, Pac-Man was really disappointing.
So the only one I really tried was Greninja, but yeah, it felt really good, the Wii version, and obviously looked really good. I only played... I played with JP, and we had 2 group games. The first one, what did we play? Was it Battlefield? And then the second we played the new Fire Emblem one.
I believe those were the ones. Yeah.
Yeah. What were the other stages they had in the demo?
I played Battlefield and the Punch-Out Ring. And the Punch-Out Ring looks really good. There was, I think, the Mario... New Super Mario Bros. U one.
I'm so sick of that stage. I've played it so many times. Just let it be something else, for God's sakes. Everyone kept on choosing random, and yeah,
And that one would always come
90% of the time it's been that stage: Comic-Con, EB Games Expo, and PAX.
It's not very good when you're sick of the level and the game hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah.
It's just that I would have preferred to play it on the boxing ring once in a while, or the Fire Emblem stage more, but people kept on choosing random, and it just happened to always be that stage.
I had a really funny moment where I was standing in line with this girl, this really short girl in a Ness costume, and she was really into Ness, apparently. And Ness wasn't one of the fighters, and she was really disappointed.
Yeah, I was disappointed to not see Ness there as well, so... Yeah.
She won though.
She still won.
She spammed Village's side B move the whole match and won.
Oh god.
What's the side B? The Lloyd roll. Yeah. How can you win with that?
Well, that's pretty much all Aero does when he plays as Villager. He just it's like all about zoning. So instead of like growing a full tree, you just like plant the little sprout, and just like walking near that hurts you, and it'll knock you back. So you just keep planting that like in the center of the stage, and keep jumping over to the opposite side of the stage and spam the Lloyd rockets, and that's that's basically all he does.
Okay. By the way, we should mention the release date has been changed for Australia. Yes. Yeah. It is now coming out a week earlier.
Yep, so that's the 29th of November. That actually lines up with Amiibo, doesn't it? The first wave of Amiibo?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, why would they have it a week apart anyway? Like, it was just so obvious to have them both come out on the same day.
Yeah.
My wallet is going to be so hurt.
So you're going to get the Amiibos, JP?
Yeah, I've already know 3 Amiibos I'm probably going to get.
We got to see the Amiibos at PAX in the Nintendo booth, Did you get a good look at them, Cage?
I didn't get to see them. I
Oh, okay.
was told they were there, and I knew that they were there somewhere. I just didn't go see them.
Where
Were
the
they the actual amiibos, or were they
yes,
promotional
yes,
ones?
they were actually the the production ones, not the prototypes, and they did look better than some of the photos we've seen of some of the dodgy ones. So that that actually worries me a bit more that it's going to be a bit
You don't know what you're going to get.
bit too inconsistent, yeah. But obviously I know what kind of quality to look out for and which ones to avoid.
Well, the good thing is the packaging is all clear, so you can see what you're buying.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
They had them just next to the big screen where they were playing Smash or Mario Kart or...
Oh, okay. That was always too crowded for me to get to.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised they had the Smash Wii U booths there too.
Yeah, the layout of the Nintendo thing was really confusing and just weird. They had roped off areas that didn't look roped off, and
yeah,
I don't know. It was just, I don't know who designed that, but
yeah. I barely noticed the Bayonetta there.
They should have just had Bayonetta 2 as like a free-to-play thing where they had Smash Wii U and then had people lining up to go into that nice little Bayonetta 2 booth for Smash Bros. Wii U. I think
the whole thing was that Bayonetta 2 is mature and had to be in a different place.
Sorry. Mm.
Yeah, true.
Protect the kiddies from Bayonetta.
Yeah. Well, they did the same thing for Mortal Kombat and Dying Light. They had it kind of...
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Sealed off.
I didn't get to actually play Mortal Kombat, but yeah.
Alright, I guess we won't get too much into PAX impressions and whatnot. Save that for another podcast.
I played Smash Bros. On the new 3DS, just quickly. And, yeah, whatever. I find that really just whatever. New 3DS, not impressed.
Oh, I really loved the C-Stick. That was awesome, and it made it just so much better doing those smash attacks.
I like that you can charge the smash attacks with the C-Stick. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what specifically didn't you like about it, Cage?
I just don't think the C-Stick is as revolutionary as everyone else thinks it is. I think it's pretty tacked on. The 3D is nice, but I think we're all over 3D at this stage.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just don't believe that Nintendo's going to utilize the extra processing power. So really, I don't find any reason to upgrade at this stage. Smash didn't seem that much better with it. And that's all that I really was really looking for it to improve.
I will agree that like the new 3DS doesn't improve Smash 3DS enough that I'm actually going to play it once the Wii U version is out. Because I'm really probably not, unless I'm on a train or a plane or something. Yeah. What do you think, JP?
I loved playing it on the new 3DS, so I guess I'm in the minority here. Yeah, but I really enjoyed... Yeah, it looked exactly the same as it would on a normal 3DS, but it was nice not to lose that 3D, and it was nice to actually play something in 3D and not lose the effect by looking somewhere else. Yeah.
I mean, that's always good. I mean, it's a good feature, but worth the upgrade?
Well, it is for me.
With this smash attack with the C-Stick, why do people find that so useful? Is it that they can't pull off smash attacks in the usual way, or what? I've never found why people need to do that.
It's just like a nice shortcut to have, so that you can just leave smash attacks purely to that C-Stick, so you're only using the circle pad in slight movements for tilts and things, and then you can, if you want to smash attack, you quickly touch the little C-Stick instead. That's just me. Like it's just more of a shortcut thing, and sometimes good to leave one stick for tilt moves, one stick for smash attack.
Yeah, that's a very good point, and that's how I see it too, Dave. actually.
Yeah.
I don't spam the C-stick as much as I used to. So I like it there for quick access now and then.
I don't know, my
I-
muscle memory just gets really trained really fast to just do what I want it to do, so I don't find the need for it. With stuff like Monster Hunter, which I also played, yeah, it's a more fluid way of controlling the camera or whatnot. But
Okay.
with Smash, it's just like, I can do this anyway. And it's not really that inconvenient to do this the old way.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm.
Alright guys, I guess we'll get into our picks anyway.
By the way, by Smash Wii U coming out a week earlier, I can now actually play it on that weekend.
You were
So
really concerned
they
about this.
were listening. Yeah. They were listening to our podcast and they said we got to push it a week earlier so JP can play it. Okay, let's get started now.
Yep, alright, let's do it. Cage, you haven't been on the podcast for a while. We'll let you take the first pick.
Okay. Pick of the day. Here's the main menu of the Wii U version. Colourful silhouettes of various fighters stream in the background. It looks sparkly. Does it? I don't think it... Oh, there is a little spark down there.
I hope it sparkles.
Yeah, you can see a little sparkle right there beneath the challenges icon. Just one little spark. Oh, there's another one right down the bottom there as well. Yeah, so it's just a menu pick, but
It looks very similar to the 3DS one. I'm not anticipating it to be very radically different at all. It's just nicer art, I think. That's pretty much what we've been given.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I wish it was. I still like. We've had our menu discussions plenty of times about.
I've heard your thoughts on the menu.
Yep, the organisation. Do you agree that some things are just a bit too hidden away?
I agree with you that some things aren't categorized as well as I wanted them to be.
Yeah.
Like why sound test in games and other very little concerns. But I don't hate the 3DS menu at all. I don't hate it as much as you do. And this menu looks exactly the same as...
Yeah. Oh, not exactly the same.
The layout is a bit different, but...
yeah. It's kind of odd.
It looks to be it's going to have the same issues that you had with the 3DS one.
Yeah. It's kind of odd here. It's got the Smash one, and then it goes into Challenges, 3DS, and the question mark all in kind of like a... They're all connected.
What is Sakurai trying to say, JP?
Like, why are they connect? They should be placed out more or something. It just looks weird how it goes. Because in the 3DS version, they're separated. But here, they're all smashed together.
Smashed together.
Yeah.
Come on, JP. The background I really like, though. I know it's quite simple, but just having the moving coloured silhouettes of the characters, I really like that. It's just a minor thing, but yeah, it does definitely freshen up the menu and make it more enjoyable to flick through, probably.
Also, I wonder what that question mark is.
The question mark probably takes you to, like, tips.
That's like how to play and stuff, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was trying to hide something.
The how to plays and whatnot, they were kind of hidden away in Games and More on 3DS, weren't they? They didn't have their own thing on the very main menu. No.
Yeah. So maybe he is.
Maybe he is tinkering with it, making...
Oh, no,
Maybe it's the DLC store, JP. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe Isaac's hidden in there.
It actually looks like a book, so it could very well be a play.
Alright, next pick. JP, you grab this one.
Okay. Pick of the day, stamina based, mega sized with the bunny hood back shield with reflect, lightweight, slow, angled smash. It's gotta be sudden death, Sakurai. No one plays stamina.
Did you guys ever play around with Special Smash much in Brawl or Melee, or was it in the original Smash? Probably
No,
not.
I don't
No.
remember.
With Melee, I pretty much did everything. That every option Melee had, I did because I played it so often. But with Brawl, I just
Didn't bother. Yeah, it was
just
just
played the
same
stock
thing.
match. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the more options there are, the less likely I am to tinker with them.
Yeah. Well, I really like doing sudden death here with stamina at 300%. Yeah. So that's about all I did with this. But yeah,
Doesn't that kind of take almost all skill out of playing a game?
I know.
Like whoever gets the first blood just annihilates the other.
It's actually quite fun when you do 99 lives stamina. I mean, sudden death. It's just hilarious seeing fighters just fly across the screen after one hit. It's like madness. Put on lightning and you're having fun. Yeah.
Well, at least we know that you'll have that option, JB.
Yeah. It's a shame it's not online. Or is it?
Pretty sure it's not.
Yeah.
Alright, on to the next pick, I guess.
Yeah, not much to talk there.
Yeah.
Kind of same as Brawl.
I do like how there's a status of curry.
Wasn't that in the last one?
I wouldn't even
Very
know.
possible. The curry wasn't the last one, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Curry was in Brawl.
Okay, alright, next pick. Pick of the day. Classic mode in the Wii U version is set up like a battle coliseum with multiple fighters teamed up with each other. Move your trophy and join in any way you want. You can see faint images of stages on the platform. The number of fighters clustered on those images indicates the number of fighters you'll face. As you can see, this feature leverages the fact that the game supports multiplayer with up to 8 players. After each battle, the fighters that lost get blown away. The fighters remaining on the field will once again team up with other fighters on the field. You can actually choose fighters you've blown away to join your team in team battles. A rival will always appear in this mode, and the longer that character survives, the stronger it will get. Okay, that's a bit complicated. Anybody got like a complete grasp on that?
All I know is I just wish it was a regular classic mode.
Yeah, well, when we saw it in the direct, I actually thought it looked quite interesting. I was never, I don't know what's the word. I wasn't over the moon for the old classic version in the 3DS version, where it's just you pick your path and you go to the next thing. So like I was up for 2 different classic modes for the 2 versions. I think that makes sense to have 2 different classic modes because
absolutely, yeah, because you're gonna do it a lot.
Yeah.
I've done it so many times in 3DS version. I don't want to do it all over again.
Yeah, I imagine most people would be doing it, with every character doing all the challenges and whatnot, and then to do basically the same thing all over again just on the Wii U version. Yeah. Though it's interesting, he says you choose where you're going. Like you move your trophy to which lot you want to face. Maybe it was just the higher intensities, but I remember in the direct it was that it chose your path for you. I mean, not your path, like it chose who you were going to go against based on how well you did in the last fight. I thought that was the whole new thing about this new classic.
Yeah, I remember him saying that as well. I'm not actually sure.
Well, I actually like this classic mode. So,
what do you like about it most, JP?
The fighters get blown away when you beat them. Then they can join you. Yeah. And
So
it's just different to what you're used to.
Is the difficulty just based on how many fighters are in there, or Like if you were going to go for the 3-character battle, does that mean it's going to be that much harder than the 6-character battle?
I would think the more characters you have to face, the harder it is. Or do you think it'd be more like how you have like your multi-man stuff where they're all pretty weak and easy to get rid of because there's so many of them you have to face compared to, just facing one character?
It's really not indicated at all.
Nah. I guess you just go
he's on 3.9 intensity on this picture.
Yeah.
So I guess it's all going to be pretty easy. But, I mean, is that the thing that changes when you do better, or what?
Maybe 5.0 and higher, or maybe 6.0 and higher is when, the classic mode starts choosing for you which one you'll face, depending on how well you did in the last fight. Maybe the lower intensity, you just pick whichever fight you want to go to next. But yeah, not knowing the difficulty of the fight you're going to, taking your trophy to, that's a bit strange. What's the rival thing? Have we had that explained yet?
I'm confused about the rival thing. Is it another player, or is it an actual computer?
It's the CPU still, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I know that you can do this 2-player, but you're both there right in the middle, and you both go to the same thing and fight together as like a co-op team.
Now, what I thought it was like another player on Miiverse or whatever, or one of your friends, and it's showing you how well they are compared to you.
It could well be. I actually have no idea.
There'd be some mechanic attached to it that I don't think has been explained yet, but I reckon it would be just something simple like you'll get more things if you beat your rival or something.
Or maybe like as you take, I don't want to try to speculate on what it is, but like maybe
probably people out there that actually know exactly what it is.
Probably, yeah. It's probably in the direct, and we just weren't paying enough attention. If I had to take a guess, I would say the rival's Palutena, isn't it? I can't really see that picture.
Yeah, it's Palutena.
I would say that, as you take Kirby to a fight, Palutena goes to a different fight, and you just keep going through, and then maybe like the last fight of classic mode before the hands is you and your fighters that have joined you after you've blown them away.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Versus your rival and the fighters they've got.
Yeah, that could.
Is that a decent?
Sort of like you're building your army to face off with your rival.
Yeah. It's just a guess, but.
Well, if it isn't that, that's what I want it to be.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be disappointed when it isn't that.
Honestly, I think I would prefer the 3DS Classic mode to this, just by looking at it. I don't know, I find that the 3DS one is a bit more traditional and the sort of thing I want from the Smash Brothers. This is a bit more experimental and, I don't know, a bit blander. Don't know if that's the word, but it's just not as fun looking.
Yeah, I guess we won't know until we try it though. It could be a lot. I mean, the fact that you've got up to 8 players.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be what decides it for me. If the 8-player thing is implemented correctly and is fun and not just like a complete mess, then it's probably gonna make it a lot more entertaining to play every character through this classic mode.
Alright guys, we've only got a couple picks left. Cage, you want to grab the next one?
With pleasure. Pick of the day. Your finger stinks. And it is bitter yet tasty. So is this going to create a new meme or what?
Probably not. It's just Sakurai's humor.
Yeah. Who are they? One of them is that kid, isn't it?
Prince of Sable or something.
Yeah. And the other one, I don't know what that is.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, they're Animal Crossing characters.
Oh, yeah. Oh god.
On the Xenoblade stage, right?
Yeah.
We don't actually know if it's the Xenoblade stage. It's just, I think it might just be more of like a random scenery thing. It would make sense if it was Xenoblade.
Yeah.
That's sort of the sort of scenery in Xenoblade, I think.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't usually have like some massive thing, like statue in the background or something.
Yeah. Haven't we seen a Fire Emblem, the Colosseum, as a background for this? What do you call it? What is this mode actually called? Does it have a name? It's just playing around.
It's just like making your own dioramas out of trophies, right?
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it probably is just a stock background or something.
Yeah, I think it's just a background.
Okay.
No, we must discuss this more.
No. Alright, let's move on. Last pick, JP.
Okay. Pick of the day. In Stage Builder, you can draw lines on your Wii U gamepad to create stages. It might not be the easiest stage to battle on, but you can even make stages like this one. And I believe it's Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yeah.
That would be a very interesting stage to fight on.
I think I'm going to have fun with Stage Builder this time around. Just the gamepad controls seems like a perfect idea for it. Don't know how it'll actually go, but yeah, it seems like you can build a lot more. There's a bigger variety of things you can build. I really like the stages where it's just not so much a stage built to battle on, just a stage built for fun, just for the look of the stage. So like this Kirby one, or the Wii Fit Trainer one we've seen, or there was the classic 8-bit Mario, things like that.
Yeah, totally.
I think you all know my opinions on the stage building and custom stages and things like that. I just don't like the optimization of them. The fact that there is no optimization of them. And a stage like this that I'm looking at would not be fun for me. I can already tell I would have no fun on this level.
It's so boring.
Like where are the spawn points, and how do you get, if you get one of the eyes, then how do you get back up?
That's the whole fun of it. Yeah.
But no one can hit you, and all you've got to do is like suicide. I don't know. It's not balanced for every character, and I like when I'm on a level, I like to know that every character's been play tested on this level. They know what the weaknesses and the strengths of every character are for these levels. I don't know. I like that sort of thing. And with this, it's all thrown to the wind, and it's just like some characters will have advantage on this level, and some will just die.
But with every stage, some characters have advantages, and others just don't play as well on them.
Yeah, but it's nowhere near as extreme as this. Whereas some characters will just have to commit suicide.
Well, it all depends on what kind of stage you create.
I'm not saying that it's impossible to create a good stage. I'm saying that with all this freedom and all these tools, people are going to make some really bad stages, and it's going to be horrible to trawl through.
Well, you don't have to play on them.
Yeah, you don't.
Exactly. And I won't.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you're happy with the stage builder. Let's just put it that way.
I don't know. I just see it as a great chance to be creative. And yeah, this is what I wanted from day one. This is the stage builder I was hoping for when he announced it in Brawl. I wanted so much more freedom, and I was quite disappointed in Brawl.
We probably discussed this in last podcast or the one before. Can you actually share the stages, or can you at least play on them with your friends? Or
we don't know yet.
Over online, I don't think you can. But you probably
I don't know.
can
He
share.
might change. He might change it this time, so we can online.
I imagine maybe if anything, you'll just be able to like upload them, and people can download your stage. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to hope for.
Yeah.
Anything else would be just a miracle at this stage.
Yeah.
You know what would be good though? If I would find really fun if the materials that you are putting like as a stage could be destructible, so you could actually destroy the level while you're playing it, like Worms style. That would be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't know. I've just always loved creating stuff, and so that's probably why I'm so into this.
You should buy Art Academy.
You should play Little Big Planet, JP, if you haven't already. Probably be right up your alley.
Yeah, I'm just afraid I'll get too into that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I guess we'll leave it at that. That's all the pics. Alright, till next time. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.